Hi and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Today we're taking a closer look at two watches from MMI Watches, the Turret Marine Chronograph and Turret 300-meter Diver. On the outside, they're pretty much the same watches, sharing the same case and bracelet design and size, with the only differences being the domed sapphire crystal on the chronograph versus a flat sapphire on the diver, and also the thickness, which is slightly smaller on the chronograph. With 40mm in diameter and 47mm lug to lug, they both fit my 6.7-inch wrist perfectly, with the chronograph wearing slightly smaller due to a smaller dial, as it features a sloped tachymeter scale and an outer date indicator, whereas the diver has a dial that spreads all the way to the edge of the crystal. It also features the same date complication, but it is positioned slightly closer to the center. The said date complication is very interesting and original, and it shows you can do something new and original without going through too much trouble, as it simply means they painted a marker on a clean date disc and cut out the dial to show the painted marker. No additional modifications to the movements were necessary. On the inside, the difference between the two is slightly bigger, starting with the movements used. The diver uses an automatic Seiko NH35 movement beating at 21,600 bph and featuring both hacking and hand winding, while the chronograph has a Seiko VK Mecaquartz movement that gives you the precision and convenience of a quartz watch while providing a mechanical looking sweep of the chronograph hands as well as an instant reset to zero. The finish of the dials and hands themselves are also different, with the chronograph having a pearl effect on the dial and has both the markers and hands polished. Hands also feature a center bevel that plays with the light and helps legibility. The diver, on the other hand, comes with a brushed finish on the dial and also coarsely brushed hands, which gives it a bit of a less refined look compared to the chronograph. The higher quality feel of the chrono is also evident on the bezel. Both use the same 120-click bezel with a stainless steel insert, but the one on the chronograph has a noticeably better action with more precise and nicer clicks. I don't know if that will be true on all models or it was just a fluke in the production, but on these two at least, the chronograph is much better executed. Then we come to the price. Both are pretty well priced considering the specs, with the diver being cheaper at $295 in the pre-order phase and chronograph just a tad more expensive at $325. Both are pretty original in both the case shape and dial execution, and that is something I always appreciate in micro brands. My favorite is definitely the chronograph. Not only does it really pop with this panda dial, but I also love the subdial's shape and the orange accents, as they really elevate the watch and make it scream 70s. And the pearl finish of the dial is something you have to see in person to really appreciate. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and until the next video, bye.